movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Truth. And this past weekend was the release of a movie that when I saw the preview for the first time, I was like, this is a very interesting premise. I can't wait to actually see this movie. My review of the 2019 comedy drama musical, Yesterday, coming up now. Struggling musician Jack Malik is about to give up his musical aspirations after tiring of playing children's birthday parties and small-time festivals, much to the chagrin of his manager and childhood friend Ellie. One night, a 13-second worldwide blackout occurs, and Jack is hit by a bus. Jack awakens finding himself in a hospital, but soon realizes that something very strange has happened. He discovers that the blackout has placed everyone in an alternate timeline where certain things are different. One notable thing being that the Beatles never existed, and he's the only person that seems to remember the iconic band. Jack decides to sing the songs of the Beatles and begin to pass them off as his own. As he becomes extremely popular, Jack starts to struggle with guilt as well as some of the elements going on in his personal life. So what did I think of Yesterday? I thought it's a well-made and crowd-pleasing romantic comedy drama. Like many out there, I certainly love the Beatles, and they're one of my favorite bands of all time. We get to see Jack perform so many of their incredible songs throughout the film, from their earlier material, including I Want to Hold Your Hand and She Loves You, to their later hits like Hey Jude and Let It Be, and a lot of great stuff in between. The comedy works very well, and I found myself laughing out loud fairly often at some of the bits, like Jack's parents not really interested in hearing his songs, even when they're some of the best songs ever written, performing as an opening act for Ed Sheeran, and Jack trying to remember the correct lyrics to some of the tougher Beatles songs before re-recording or performing them. It was also interesting when Jack discovers once in a while that other things don't exist either, which is pretty fun. I did wish that we would have gotten a few answers on why or how the blackout occurred, and only changed certain things. The story does have a number of surprises up its sleeve. When I was expecting certain twists and turns to come our way, or take a predictable route, they thankfully don't and do something different. The love story between Jack and Ellie is fine, but it can get more complicated than it needs to be, and throws in a number of rom-com tropes that could be annoying, and sometimes don't even make sense. The thing that makes it likable, though, is the chemistry between the two leads. The cast stars Himesh Patel as Jack Malik, the down-on-his-luck musician who has a life-changing moment when no one remembers that the Beatles ever existed, Lily James as Ellie Appleton, Jack's manager and friend since childhood who's liked him for years, Kate McKinnon as Deborah Hammer, Jack's new manager who sees him as a big paycheck, Joel Fry as Rocky, Jack's friend who he reluctantly takes on as his roadie, and Ed Sheeran playing himself as he hears Jack singing on TV and wants him to be his opening act. Yesterday is fun, clever, packs in good performances, and of course, fantastic songs. I'm going to give it the rating of... do it. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Westside515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTruePlaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, truth out.